Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drumboy Productions, and we're back with yet again another Scream video. I know everybody's got to be getting tired of the Scream videos, and that's fine because this should be the last collection video for a while. I've been purchasing quite a bit of stuff throughout the season, and I've gotten really lucky with a lot of amazing scores. A lot of the stuff I have gotten wasn't super high priced, so I've been able to keep scoring stuff. But now that we're moving forward out of November and into December, I'm going to stop spending for a little while just to try and get a few extra Christmas gifts for some people that I want to make have a really special Christmas this year. So this may be the last video for a while where I'm adding new pieces to the collection, but I still have quite a few Scream videos planned for the future, and we'll talk about that a little bit further as we get into the video. But let's just go ahead and get started. We have just a couple pieces today, not a ton of stuff like usual, so we should be able to get through this pretty quick. Okay, so in the last video I talked about the fact that I really haven't been collecting much cast and crew stuff, and I said it was mostly because I didn't have interest in it, and I would say I kind of look like a liar now because my interests have shifted. I like cast and crew stuff, and I've been picking a few things up here and there. And recently my friend Jeremy found a listing for a Scream the Sequel cast and crew jacket and sent that my way, and I went ahead and watched the listing, but I didn't bid on it. And right after I watched it, another listing went up with the very same type of cast and crew jacket, except for this one was a buy it now. So after I took a look at the listing, I went ahead and pretty much immediately bought it just because of how cheap it was, and I wasn't really concerned with much else. But as I looked closer at the listing, I noticed that it did have a couple of issues. Number one is that the LL Bean logo that was supposed to be on the front and sides of the jacket were removed, and it also had the inside tag here removed, so I couldn't tell what size it was. So I went ahead and bought it, like I said, just because how cheap it was. And guys, wouldn't you know my luck, this jacket actually does fit me. Not only does it fit me, it fits me comfortably. That's really crazy because I'm a pretty large guy. I really wasn't expecting that, and most of these that I've seen were a smaller size. This one didn't even have the size on it, but sure enough, it does fit me. The zips all the way up, perfect, nice and comfortable. And as you guys can see over here, it has the Scream the Sequel font embroidered into it. However, instead of being black and green, like the hat here, this one is black and red and has a little white ghost face. So I've been doing some more research on different cast and crew pieces, and so far, from what I can tell for Scream 2, they had the black and green hats, like so, and they also had a black and green shirt, and there was one of those on eBay recently, but I missed out on it because it was just too expensive. And then they also had these khaki jackets here with the black and red font logo. I want to say I've seen one hat that was the same color as the jacket, also had the same black and red logo, and I have seen a shirt, maybe it was gray, but it had the black and red logo pretty large on it, and it just said Scream the Sequel. Now the black and green shirt just had a small style embroidered font on like the pocket area. But yeah, pretty amazing piece. Really didn't expect to come upon this. Really didn't expect to have the jacket and the hat, but they're both pretty nice. I'm really happy to have them. And the fact that this thing actually fits me is amazing. Next up, we have another eBay score, this time a promotional piece. So I've seen quite a bit of promotional material for this particular item, but I've never seen one of these. So here we have a 12 by 12 nice print quality print of the Scream 3 image of Ghostface, also from the Scream 3 album. On the back here you can see some promo card information. It says Scream 3 the album, 18 tracks, 1 CD, exclusive new music and current tracks from amazing bands such as Creed, Godsmack, Orgy, Powerman 5000, Sevendust, Stained, Fuel, System of a Down, Static X, Slipknot, Finger 11, Cold Chamber, Full Devil Jacket, Incubus, American Pearl, and Dope. Well, there's certainly a few good artists in there, but they seem to miss the mark with a few of these. But the album itself isn't too terrible. I actually grew up listening to that version of the album, and I've never seen one of these. So I bought it just because it's a nice, high-quality official print of Ghostface, and it's this Scream 3 image, which I love. But upon looking at it a little bit closer, I don't know if I can pick it up on camera. Probably not. I'll try to in my after shots, but it has a perforated edge all the way around the Ghostface mask here. And it's roughly around the same size as an actual mask, but I don't see any plans to like, hey, punch this out, punch holes in it, put a string on it, or anything like that. So I'm not really sure what the point of punching out Ghostface's face is, but I've also noticed there is a perforation along this lower edge, so this may have been part of a larger display. I know that there was like an album standee promo piece. There was a lot of different promotional stuff for this album in particular, but I've never seen this piece. Maybe I'm wrong. If anybody knows more about it, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I'll probably just frame this up and put it in the collection somewhere. And last but not least, we have a mask. We always got to have a mask in one of these videos, at least one mask. There actually were supposed to be 2 masks, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But here's the piece. This is a nice mask that my friend Mike Covert found recently, and he had to pick it up for himself because he's been really loving the Ghostface and Fun World stuff recently. But I told him, dude, that thing is amazing. If you ever go to sell it, I'm your guy. Let me know. I will buy this piece off of you. And for a while, Mike wanted to hold on to it. He decided not to sell it, but I think something came up recently and he just hit me up. Hey, you interested in buying it? And I absolutely was, and wow. Even though I've seen some good shots of this, nothing can really compare to seeing this mask in person. This thing is gorgeous. So I'm going to stop teasing you guys and go ahead and show you the illustrious Generation 2 Fantastic Faces pink mask. This thing is really gorgeous. I'm sure you guys can tell just by looking at it, the shape of it, the color, but really in person, this is amazing. So whenever I was really lusting after a pink Fantastic, something like this is what I had in mind. Nice, floppy, thin vinyl, really good quality though, nice and soft, and then of course this beautiful pink color. I don't know what it is, but I guess this pink is just really deep and bold, and it almost looks slightly purple, but I know that it's pink. It's not actually purple. But a really gorgeous mask. I wanted one just like this, and unfortunately all of the pinks that I've owned have been slightly different. They've been like a little pastel, or they just had a slightly different pigment. But this piece really is perfect. Nothing wrong with the streamers, nothing wrong with the shroud, no holes, no rips, no tears, nothing. Truly a perfect gorgeous mask. So guys, as some of you may know, I have quite the history with these pink masks. I really love them, and I've owned quite a few over time as well. The first one was the Poly Shroud Gen 2, or the Pink Fearsome, the first of its kind to be found. Next was the nice, clean pink Gen 1 that I had, and I sold that one off, ended up getting it back. You guys have seen that one again recently. Whenever I had that one, however, I also ended up finding a Gen 1 that looked gorgeous, and I bought that to try and get my Poly Shroud Gen 2 back. But unfortunately, whenever it came, it was kind of moldy, so I ended up getting rid of that one not too long after. So this in particular is pretty special to me because out of all the pink masks I have owned as of recently, another Gen 2 I have not owned. And finding one of these again is amazing. And looking at this one, it's actually pretty unique because it does have hand-cut eyes. However, it also has the eyeliner. And looking at the eyeliner, it looks like this may have been a really early example of a pink Gen 2 because it almost looks like, and I'm pretty confident it is, that the eyeliner was actually hand painted on, not machine painted. So yet again, a huge thank you to Mike Covert. If you guys aren't following, go follow him on the Mask Vault and follow his personal page. He's an amazing artist as well as an amazing mask collector. I think out of all of us, he's found probably the craziest stuff. And guys, if you watch my videos and you think I found some crazy stuff, you should see the kind of stuff that Mike finds. But yeah, yet again, thank you for this pink Gen 2, and I guess now I gotta start collecting another Gen 2 fluorescent set, so the search is on. Alright guys, and earlier I mentioned a mask that was supposed to be in this video but didn't quite make it on time. What it was supposed to be is a nice, clean, perfect Fearsome Faces. I've had 1 or 2 in my time, and currently I do have a pretty nice one back here on the screen use display, but it's a little bit different. It's not exactly perfect. This one is truly perfect, and you guys will see it in the future. Because, as I mentioned, I do have a few more Scream videos planned, including doing some videos on all the different masks that were used in the different films, because I have so many people ask me about the different masks and movie-type masks, and I think doing a video really giving you a genuine guide on those pieces would be really helpful. However, that's not the only thing I have planned. I have one more trick up my sleeve that I was thinking about keeping secret, but I guess I'll go ahead and tease you guys with it in this video. So over the years and in several different forums, people have asked me, Douglas, what is your holy grail out of any of the Scream props? And most people would think a robe or a knife or something like that. And while those are cool pieces, hell, I love my robe, there's always been one piece to me that seemed really underrated, that not many people talked about, that I've always wanted to know what happened to it. And while that question has went unanswered, I decided, why not go ahead and build one? I don't want to tell you guys all the details quite yet, but my next Scream related video should be on this. I can't really fit it all in the frame, but what we have here is a full-size replica of the Stab standee that can be seen in Scream 2 in the Stab Theater. I hope you guys are excited about this as I am, and if you are, let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to leave a like, follow, subscribe, all that dumb bullshit. And remember, I love you all, and I'll see you next time.